So, what would you say to a Bonke Notando, a guy with 20 years experience who tells you, he's just worried about profits. He's got no time for social justice, because I mean some of these things they might it's not about profits. Obviously, social justice is not about profit. What would you say to a Bonke who comes to you and say, listen, I don't have time for this thing. I'm here to do my job, and when it's done, I'm out of here.
Funny enough, it happens more often than we know. In most places, you get to a place and the older generation will tell you, don't waste our time with this, don't waste our time with that. The project needs to go, we are wasting production time. Well, as a young individual, I've seen how mentorship, as he mentioned previously, can groom one's path. So as part of our social responsibility, I believe, like I said previously, having a mentor, the older guys, can they have patience with our generation? I believe they are where they are because they learned from somebody. And should we not bring down those skills that they currently have, we will face difficulty into the future where we'll have professionals who don't really know what they're doing. So as a young generation in the industry, I'd plead with them, have patience, don't stop mentoring us. One day we will be the bonkers of this world. And I think they'll be proud of it. It's also a sense of pride. Also, South Africa has a spirit of Ubuntu. So I think that's also a part of it. It will not take anything away from you to mentor an upcoming professional.
I'm sure you've dealt with a lot of juniors who come to you and are aspiring to be basically similar to what you are, a vice president of a voluntary body, someone who's a senior manager and so forth. And the only thing they can see is personal growth. And such clouds their mind to the point where they're like, I don't have time to concentrate on social justice and giving back, giving my time to high school students and helping at libraries and such. How would you advise a young person coming into the industry with such a mindset, such that they don't go into this industry with such and ignore social justice infrastructure?
Yeah, fortunately, I haven't come across many young people who don't believe in social justice. I think our youth of today is very highly, what's the word, conscientized, If you look at it's a generation of the hashtag fees must fall. It's that generation that we are dealing with. And I think for people like us not to avail themselves in some way or another is unpatriotic to me. Because like Notando has said, I didn't get to where I am in my own strength or in my own wisdom. I had mentors, but I struggled to find them. And I am not just sympathetic, but I think I'm very empathetic to the plight of young people right now, in where the labor absorption into the economy is what it is. They're graduating and they can't find employment, or they can't complete their studies, or they pass matric, they can't get into university. But also we have an obligation to invest in the future. So if you spend time with a young person, for me, you're investing back in the industry and giving of your time, of your own volition. And so before even the statutory councils try to incentivize registered persons to mentor young people by giving them continuous professional development points or discount on their fees or whatever, even before those sweeteners or those carrots, I don't think that should be the only driver. The only driver is that if we're passionate and committed about the industry, we want to see a constant pipeline that is always replenished with young people coming to take over from people like us. You know, I have no desire to cling on to roles and positions, and I want to contribute to creating a career pathways for young people, not just to survive in the industry, but to thrive and make a difference, realize their aspirations. And I think also it's perhaps linked to whatever personal value system drives each of us as individuals. So, and I'm not hopefully sounding utopian, but I'm sure there are instances where there's no interest, there's just general indifference and apathy to what the plight of young people is out there in terms of mentorship and coaching and hand-holding at some point in their careers. So, you know, it's a gospel I'll keep preaching, not because I'm at the SACP-CMP, but I probably got involved with the SACP-CMP because that's how I felt regardless. So that's the kind of attitude I'd like us to promote as I wouldn't say older generation. I still think I'm youthful, but we have a duty and an obligation to do that.
Yeah.
To pay it forward.